Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to play some horror romance. A dating sim where we can date some slashers from our favorite movies. Let's begin. Before we begin, there are some things I should tell you about myself. What's your name? YN. My name's YN. Or my pronouns, she, her. My name's YN and my pronouns are she, her. Is that correct? Yes. Chapter 1, Arrival at Amityville. No, stay back. No, stay away from me. Come here, you little butt. I said, get away from me. Same drama, same dream as always. And I'll even get some sleep without nightmares. I blink and scratch my eyelids. I gotta remind myself not to sleep on a movie bus. I got a headache and maybe a concussion for every time my head hits the window while sleeping. I search inside my backpack for my phone. I need to know what time it is and check for notifications. Wyatt turns on the phone and sees two new messages. The first one is from Mr. Torrance. Wyatt, please contact me whenever you arrive in Amityville. Everything's set up. If you want, I could come over. I'll come for you. Prefer not owing anything to my landlord just yet. Thanks for caring, but I'll go to the cafe before heading to the apartment. I gotta sort out all the purchase paperwork. Lion slides into the next message from new waitress Carrie. I'm really grateful for this opportunity. I'll be at the cafe tomorrow by 7 o'clock. Thanks, Carrie. Please don't worry too much, okay? It's just a waitress jig. We'll work on the cafe later. I spent all night inside a bus. Now I gotta get to the cafe, then the new apartment, and then unpack. My body's hurting. I'll kill for a frappuccino right now. We can make our own. The old owner finally retired after signing a never-ending contract to buy a new cafe. I've been behind bars for the last few years, and I gone through many jobs, saving to finally get my own business. And finally, now that I'm the new owner, I feel happy. Quite accomplishment. After all I worked these past few years, having business will definitely make things better. I stopped distracting and grab my suitcase to go home. I choose to get home after a tiring day. I try not to believe I'm here, so far from my old home, away from Mom, and far away from my stepdad. Just remembering makes me have a stomachache. Sometimes I wonder if killing him was really worth it. Oh, I mean the stepdad? Crap. Sun's barely rising and I gotta get up already. I get out of bed, questioning my life choices. After a bit, I get up and go to my small kitchen. I open the fridge, just a few things I got last night to eat. I gotta do some actual grocery shopping. I take a few cheese slices and some butter and make a light breakfast to get to work. I quickly eat my food while dressing and rush into the door, shrieking when I find my landlord right in front of me. There he is. Good morning to you too. Good morning to you too. Just want to check how my new tenant was doing. Creepy guy. I'm fine. How did you know? I did. I just came to check up and open the door, and you opened the door before I knocked. Oh yeah, I understand. Well, to be honest, I'm in a hurry. I gotta get everything up for the cafe's reopening. The old cafe? You bought it? Well, that's a nice surprise. I'm glad you're inter um, entrepreneur. Does it have a name? Yeah, it's okay. I was thinking of it when I went to start the game. Final girl calf. Final girl. Yeah, it's Final Girl. That's a nice name. Well, maybe I'll pass through and take a coffee later. Good luck. Yeah, thanks. I'm off now, Mr. Torrance. Gosh, I hope he doesn't. This guy gives me the chills. I finally step into the street. Before going to the cafe, I have to go to the supermarket and buy a few things I need. As I step away from the apartment building, I start to feel something odd. That feeling of being watched. Nevertheless, when I look to my sides in search of a person, I realize there's no one in the street. But maybe my paranoia is back. Or it's Ghostface. I quickly walk down the street uneasy. Thanks to the GPS I get to the supermarket. I take everything I need: milk, almond milk, vanilla, cocoa, matcha, and a treat for myself, a chocolate bar. I get out of the supermarket with my shopping items, realizing that the sun's slowly rising above the horizon. Thanks to being distracted, I didn't notice someone in front of me and bumped into what feels like a brick wall. It's Jason. When I looked up, I see a really big guy using a weird and worn out hockey mask. I feel shivers down my spine when I see him. Doesn't say anything, just stares. After a bit, I realize he's not looking at me, but at the chocolate bar on my hand. Oh, I get it. He wants some. Okay, we are gonna share the chocolate. I'll come back later, hopefully, and try to do the bad ending. Share chocolate. I left my bag on the floor. I get up with both of my hands. I break the chocolate bar into two. Here, sharing won't kill me. It definitely won't kill us. The guy tilts his head, looking at the chocolate for a few seconds. He accepts and proceeds to move his hands to paws in a gentle manner. I'm surprised when I notice he's mute, and quickly realize that he's always saying in sign language. I then move my hand to answer, "You're welcome." Both are things I learned in prison thanks to the free time. Now I'm glad I learned it, in a way. Finally, I grab my things and leave the big guy behind. I get into the cafe and find myself at the doorstep. For her appearance, I knew it. She was my new waitress, Carrie. Oh, you must be YN. I'm sorry. I got here too early. Should I come back later or... Don't worry. Actually, it's quite convenient. I have to set everything up. Cleaning was going to take a long time. Can you take care of that? Yeah, right away. Carrie quickly steps inside and I open the door. Inside, and as I open the door, I told her where the cleaning tools were. Well, I went behind the bar, setting the groceries up. I grind the coffee, put the cream inside the shelves, and put up the cups in an accessible place. I place all the pastries and desserts on the shelf next to the counter. And when I'm done, I was in front of the impeccable cafe. Carrie even placed the tablecloths on each table. Weird. Did we even have any of those? Whoa, Carrie! What quick worker. Thank you. In case we can open up early. She's probably using her psychic powers. I wasn't It was nothing. I'm a good cleaner. I'll change. Carrie went behind the bar and put on her apron. Meanwhile, I hung up the open sign. I had already put the advertisements in the newspaper alongside a coupon, and I had advantage of the cafe being right in front of the park. I came back to the bar, approaching Carrie. While we wait, I want to explain to her how to use the espresso machine. Have you ever tried one of these? Sorry, I haven't. Never had something like that. She almost had a heart attack when she said no. I just nodded. Easy. You don't have to worry about knowing. It's okay. Not everyone knows about this. Let me explain. I taught Carrie the basics about coffee, filled it with water, put the coffee on the filter, and show her how to level up the coffee. It's like a game. It's like a game that just leveled up. Then I put the filter back and finally start the machine. Voila! Just like that. Well, I thought it'd be harder. The machine won't be a problem. What will be hard is the service itself. Serving coffee can be easy, but it's got its tricks. Now memorize the menu and the ingredients. I would never be able to memorize it. A client arrived, so I told Carrie to bring them the coffee once it's done. I get closer to the bar, noticing dark-haired, tall man. His most notable features being a metallic can. Welcome, to Final Girl Cafe. What can I offer you? Oh, it's Ash. Look at that. The old crap hole reopened, and with a hottie serving, too. Last owner looked like he got a stick in his butt. The man laughed. I didn't know if I should laugh or raise an eyebrow. I didn't get to know him much. I only do coffee. That's all I'm expecting. Well, give me an Americano with whiskey. We don't have that on our menu. Come on, you can't have a good coffee without whiskey. And pushed over. You don't have a good bottle in there. Doesn't matter what we get him. It doesn't change the ending. It's like give him non-alcoholic free. Or this one. I'll give it to him. I'll be nice. Give him the... I stare a few seconds aside and look at both sides before gesturing for him to wait. He curiously looks at me while I take care of the Americano. When I'm done, I take the cup and go to the storage room. There I open a box with my stuff. One of my faves, Jack's. I'm gonna say, sometimes on rough days, I drink half the bottle and drown in tears while passing out. Now I'm just pouring into coffee, measuring the quantity, so it adds taste without going too far. I walk back to the bar and hand the man his coffee. There you go. A cup of Americano coffee without anything added, because we don't have permission to serve that stuff here. The man looked at me, slightly doubtful, before looking at the cup. Finally, he takes it and drinks it, smiling with satisfaction. Perfect. Now I know where to come for my Americano without anything added. He smiled. He laughed, quite pleased. I guess I'm still a little weak to limbs. Either that, or the guy just looks like an uncle who just won a drink. Here you go, Dollface. You're paying your tip. He takes my hand and puts something in it besides the pay, closing it. It's for good luck, trust me. I don't want anything to happen to my new favorite barista. This town's weird and quite dangerous, so watch your back. Yeah, with a whole bunch of slashers, it's definitely dangerous. But we're gonna try to go for get Ghostface to like us. He pats my hand, and walks away with his cup of coffee, humming a tune. I look at the strange man walking away. My eyes redirect themselves to my still closed hand, doubtful. When I open it to find it, I find the frickiest scrap I've ever seen in years. It was a frickin' dry, severed finger. I was unable to tell if it was real or fake. It's definitely not Shikuna's figure because we definitely, even if it was, we definitely should eat it. Look at the door without knowing what the heck all that was about. I hear Carrie approaching me, so I hurry. I put the finger in my pocket and the money in the register. Our first client, how much was it? I noticed some childish happiness coming from her, and I couldn't help but smile. An amazing $1.25. She knows I was kidding and laughed shrilly. Good enough to retire, right? I laugh, realizing the joke's still ongoing. In the exact moment, I notice abrupt change in Carrie's attitude when the bell chimes once again. Before I look at the door, I look at Carrie's face. At first, she was surprised to see who had entered. Then her face changed into discomfort. Oh no, it's her. It's who? I turn around and look at the door to see who it was. When I heard Carrie running away into the storage room, I just see a blonde young girl dressed in fancy branded clothing. She got quite the unfriendly face. Her nose was wrinkled, almost as she smelled something awful. No, she smelled yourself. Nurse, the town cafe. Beg your pardon? I want foam-free chata latte, 5 decaffeinated shots. Why do you need 5 decaffeinated shots? Pumpkin essence and no foam. You said no foam twice. And 208 Fahrenheit. That is scorching hot. I blink, not getting the kid's attitude. Immediately realize that it is one of those rich, entitled kids. Great, my favorite kind of people to talk to. That's dangerous to serve coffee that hot. You could get burnt. I'm sorry, are you deaf? I didn't ask for your advice. I asked for a coffee. Don't question it. Do your damn job. I take a deep breath and grit my teeth. I'll do what she asks. I swallow the anger I have right now. I choose to do the most reasonable thing for the business. Make her the Trata latte. While I'm at it, I fantasize about throwing it at her face and messing up her makeup. Or, with a bit of luck, causing first-degree burns. Which will probably actually cause third-degree burns. It's what would happen with a coffee at this temperature. If only got the exact order. Or be third degree. For a second. Here you go. Instead of taking the damn cup, the blondie just stares at it. Take that away. She smiles with the malice of an entitled girl. She's testing me. I know it. But don't fall for it. I grab the cup and carefully pour the contents of on one of the paper cups. I slightly burn my fingers, but I don't show it. Oh, I wouldn't be touching it with my fingers. I would be holding it like not even trying to touch. There, anything else? At least now I know she won't be staying. I don't even know her. Now I want her gone. She drinks a small sips, her lips frown, almost like she was disgusted by not finding something to complain about. Decent. I'm surprised it's almost perfect. I think that's the closest thing she's ever said to a compliment. She extends her perfectly manicured hand and tosses 20 on the counter. She walks the door without waiting for a change or anything, even saying goodbye. Thanks, come back soon. God, I hope you get run over. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, Chan. Chana? I can't really know. I know she's from, Scream Queens. Chana scares me to death. I hid in the storage room. Don't worry, I can see why. I saw everything. Well, almost everything. You're so brave. She says with an admiration. I shrug off. not taking no of it. When you've been in the prison, lived while I lived, it takes more than whimsy. A whimsy entitled blondie to scare you. People can only intimidate you if you let them. Carrie, come on. We gotta organize some stuff back there. And she's not part of the final girl, so she might get stabby. We don't get many more customers, just a few. But at least Carrie and I haven't been lazy, and most of the storage room is fully organized now. I'm a bit tired. Yeah, it's been a busy first day. Now we just gotta take the tables back in and close. I asked Carrie to please turn the sign from open to closed. And she does. She comes back with me to arrange the chairs until she remembers she left her bag in the storage room, going back for it. Well, I think the first day's over. I hear the door opening and a bell chiming. Someone entered the cafe. Just my luck. I'm so lucky. I just got here just in time. A hot caramel macchiato with double vanilla, and don't go too small with the caramel. I raise an eyebrow looking at him, a short red-headed boy with scars on his face. The town's sure full of interesting people. He kinda looks like a doll. 'Cause he is? Or is it just my imagination? He is a doll. He's not human. You ain't not human anymore. Spirit. Possessed the doll. He leaned on the counter, is now waiting for you to move. He doesn't seem too embarrassed to arrive at the last second to buy a coffee. Sorry, but we're closed already. Isn't he a bit too small to consume caffeine? Hey, people small can drink caffeine. Oh, my bad. Well, probably kids. I know kids can't. Oh, my bad. Didn't see the sign. You gotta serve. You gotta serve anyway, though, right? Client's always right. Give up and make him his coffee. 'Cause I don't want to die. Yet. I sigh and go to the bar. It's not that I think the client's always right, but after such a hard day, I don't want more trouble. Now, I get why the last owner was so bitter. Making the caramel macchiato took less than I thought with the boy's indications. It looks like he isn't taking his eyes off me while I prepare the drink, like he's making sure it's just how he wants it. I place the coffee in front of him. On the bar, his mouth changes into a big grin while looking away from me. His huge blue eyes piercing my soul. At least it seems he likes what he sees, whatever it is he's seeing. Us. Here you go. The redhead takes the glass and sips. A few seconds later, he nods, pleased. I feel the sugar kicking in already. A deal for a long night. Of going stabby on people? Good luck. He sighs in a quite unique manner, winking at me and handling the exact amount of money. He continues drinking the coffee without moving at all, like he owns the place and time doesn't matter. Excuse me, we were closing, as I was saying. Yeah. Oh yeah, right. I get your hint. Don't be so grumpy, or you'll grow wrinkles. It'd be a shame to ruin such a pretty face. Well, he didn't get a paper glass hint. Wait, is this guy flirting with me? Most likely, yeah. I was speechless for a few seconds, which he uses to turn around and walk to the door without any worries. I found my bag. We can go. Why do you seem so tired all of a sudden? I scratch my eyelids. Probably look like crap, which is exactly how I feel at the moment. Forget it. Let's go. I'm walking back home after closing the cafe with Carrie. The girl is really sweet. I think she lacks courage. Do you blame her? She's been bullied. She reminds me of myself when I was younger, maybe on the inside. I'm a bit jealous of her innocence. Although I'm distracted, my senses are still keen. I can't stop feeling someone looking at me from the dark back. Is my paranoid back? No, it's not my imagination. I'm hearing footsteps. I don't want to go home with someone following me. They'll know where I live, and it can only get worse from there. Why is everything happening today? I can't stand it. I'm at my goddamn limit. Although my common sense tells me I should run away, I stop walking and look behind me. As I thought, there's no one there, but after hearing someone walk behind me, I'm sure I'm not alone. I already heard you, so come out of hiding already. Stop fooling around. There's a certain movement from inside the shadows. A tall, slender silhouette gets closer and I tense up. I really wanted to believe it was just my imagination, but... Well, I didn't expect you to notice my presence. Most never do, if I don't want to, you know. No, you just try to charm at Cindy Prescott. The silhouette gets closer. There's a light between us, which reveals a man in a dark leather jacket, black pants, and a mask covered his face. I gotta admit, this is the first time it happens, but there's always a first time. Technically, just took my stocking card. Stay quiet. I already had a bad day today with Chana, and that weird doll having an encounter with a masked freak was only making it worse. I don't know what you want, but I'm not in a mood. Please leave me alone. I wish it was that easy. The masked man makes a vertical gesture, placing one hand on his chest and the other facing me. But sadly for you, catching me by surprise has caught my attention, so no, I won't leave you alone. My eye twitches. I'm definitely about to lose my patience. That little sanity I have left, and everything else. Although I can leave you for a moment in exchange for one simple question, and say yes. I sigh while pinching the bridge of my nose. I really want to go back home as soon as possible, so I better just play along. Alright, you win. Ask me whatever you want. Great. I'm glad you cooperate. Alright, the question is, what's your favorite horror movie? Just that? This freak just wants to know my favorite horror movie? It's Scream, of course. I think about it before answering, but the answer is easy. Saw, even though it's Scream. Saw, the one with the jigsaw doll. I watch it when I'm bored. The masked man starts to laugh, like he's been told a joke. Less sadist. Alright, you're okay for now. I also like it. He says goodbye, still crackling. The last thing I see before he turns around is him winking at me. Wait, how does his mask wink at me? I pretend to forget about it. I better just go home. Before stumbling with another freak asking what's my favorite Disney movie, or some crap. Great Mouse Detective. I keep on walking, trying not to think too much about what just happened. I'm so done with today that I just want to go home, refresh myself with a shower and sleep. I stop walking when I see a big figure obstructing the apartment building's door. Denise feeling returns. Please, no more freaks. Either way, when I realize he's smoking right beside my window, the doubts turned into anger. If I was already having a crap day, this was gonna make me snap. Seems like the man realized my expression changed. He stopped inhaling the smoke. Ask who he is. Who are you? ... The stranger adjusted his mask he was wearing. The cigarette in his hand was still lit. The message is clear. He doesn't want to talk. Rude. I should have told him to stick a cigarette up his... Michael. Unexpectedly, he finally spoke. I remained silent, waiting to see if he keeps talking. But since he doesn't open his mouth, I'm in charge of carrying the conversation. Do you live around here? I moved in the morning, so I don't know many people. It takes a sweet time in answering, but he does nevertheless. He raises his hand and points with his thumb in the building that I'm trying to get in. I live right here. Michael, I've been looking for you. Our first final girl. A dirty blonde-haired girl opens the door and grabs him by the arm. It makes me realize how muscular this guy is. The girl looks up at me, surprised. Oh, sorry. Did my brother scare you? No, Jamie, or curse. Well, at least there's one normal person in the family. He's normal. I just go stabby. Don't worry. We were chatting. Michael spoke to you? That's new. I don't want to cause a bad impression saying otherwise, so I just nodded in response. You may have stood out to him. You're new, right? We don't really get many new neighbors around here. Name's Lori, by the way. That's right. I got here this morning. My name's Wyan. It's a pleasure. Likewise. You're sweet, but we're in a bit of a hurry. I'll see you later around here. Don't hesitate to ask if you're out of salt. Her tone lets me know she's joking in a friendly way, so I laugh and wave them goodbye. I choose to ignore the fact that Lori practically had to drag Michael upstairs once we got inside. And he's like, what, 6'9", 7 foot? I won't ask why he's got a gender suit or mask. I just pretend it's not totally normal. It's totally normal in this city. My door opens with a click, and I enter my apartment. I lean my back on the door and close it. I sigh, relaxing. Finally, at home. I hurry, but don't have enough energy to prepare something to eat. I go to the kitchen and grab some cookies I brought. Heading to my room and throw myself on the bed. I feel heavier as the tension leaves my body, relaxing every muscle. What a absurdly stressful day. What kind of madmen live around here? It's like a cheap movie. They're not cheap movies, they're all horror movies. I think I need to watch Scream 7. So, I watched them all except for Scream 7, which is still in theaters right now. I eat some cookies and fall asleep as soon as I take my pants off in the bed. Well, we know who we're guessing now. I open my eyes, looking around, startled. I can't recognize where I am, but it's cold. I hear a strange metallic sound from a place out of view. I get from the ground, scanning my surroundings. I must be dreaming. I start to walk around the place. I can feel the cold, rusty metal under my feet. This feels too real. I start to doubt if it's actually a dream. Maybe it's not a dream after all. I could hear a small girl humming in the distance. I could feel shivers down my spine, but I don't feel the fear I should. Well, I can just hear the song. Even though I've never watched Elm Street. I watched Scream. I searched for the voice's origin, but I can't seem to find it. Instead, now I'm hearing a deep, raspy voice. The cracking feels closer. No, this is a dream. I know it is. I can't just suddenly appear somewhere. It's so horrifying. I could hear steps getting closer, and then scrapping of two metal objects going closer. Though I think actual Or wake up. I'm gonna defend myself. Get out of my dream. I scream, more angry than scared. I turn around to see where the noise was coming from. I managed to see the silhouette in the darkness. It's wearing a hat, a glove with a sharp blade at the end of each finger. He stops on his feet, hearing my voice, but in the way his head tilted, he seems confused. What? I throw Shikama's finger at you. I managed to stir myself up, cold sweating down my face, and look at the ceiling and let out a deep sigh. A groan raised my mouth, and I pinched the bridge of my nose. This day can't get any weirder. I tried to sleep again, shifting positions. Chapter 2, A New Idea. I wake up even more tired than yesterday. After a nightmare, sleeping had become a challenge, and anxiety turned sleeping into a whole effort. It's a fit. The sun was peeking through the horizon, but I didn't want to drag on the bedtime anymore. It wasn't doing anything for me either way. I get up and walk down into my little kitchen. I leave the coffee machine to do its own thing while I make breakfast. I needed some sort of sound that dragged me away from my own thoughts for a moment. So I take the remote and turn on the TV on. Following the new investigation into the glowing drug trafficking in Amityville, the mayor announces that he's doing everything possible to locate and dismantle the drug trafficking ring. At least I know where to look for a job if the cafe doesn't work. I change the channel. The news are not the best way to calm anxiety. I zap between channels until I find a criminology series. Maybe not the best moment to watch something like this, but it manages to calm me down. Going back to breakfast, I start making some eggs with bacon and toast. And it could always be a move and it just ends up being stabbed. After the toast is done, I pour a cup of coffee and sit down to eat, distracting myself thinking about what needs to be organized for the cafe today. When I'm done eating, I take a shower and dress myself, grooming my hair properly for the day. When I'm ready, the sun's already out, and it's just the time to go to work. As I get out of my house, I have to thank the guy upstairs for giving me a casual encounter with someone that's not Mr. Torrance. I managed to see my strange and angelic neighbor watering the plants in the building. He turns to look at me, and I could see his penetrating gaze under the darkness of his mask. Oh, good morning, Michael, right? He doesn't say anything. He just looks at me and goes back to what he's doing, but he doesn't take his eyes off me. Have a good day. I took refuge in a simple conversation, and headed down the street, noticing that he nodded to me as I passed by. I walk around the city, going to the supermarket before going to the cafe for last-minute supplies. It doesn't take me long, so I headed to the cafe, which luckily for me is near the supermarket. When I arrive, Carrie's at the door waiting. Remind me to give you a punctuality bonus. You don't have to worry about that. The pay is enough for me. I chuckle as I headed to open the door and enter the cafe to finally start the day shift. I headed to the warehouse to get everything ready. I'm heading to the warehouse to get everything ready. Clear the tables while I take care of the coffee. Right away. I take some bags of coffee and put them in the basket, along with spices and milk. I go to the counter and turn on the coffee maker. and the blender. I notice that everything is ready, and before I know it, Carrie was already finished with the tables. Already? Crap, you're more agile and faster than you look. It's one thing I'm good at. By the way, you got more dark circles around your eyes. Did you sleep well? To be honest, I haven't slept well for years, but I'm still functional. That's what matters. I know what that's like. But I've learned ways to sleep well, despite everything. I'll tell you whatever you want. I answer her goodwill with a smile. Carrie feels like a breath of fresh air in my life. So sweet and genuine. It's like I still got it. She's using powers. Carrie has psychic powers, and if you haven't seen, no, it's based off a book, so. And Mr. Torrance is the one from Shining, both Stephen King. Okay, you can tell me when we're closing. And Ash is from Evil Dead. Okay, you could tell me when we're closing. We all set up for now. Put up the sign to customers so customers can get in. And weirdly, there's a connection with apparently Evil Dead and Friday the 13th. Carrie's going to open the cafe, and I take care of everything behind the counter. Soon some customers come for their coffee. I start to focus on the simple task. Prepare, mix, heat, serve. It repeats in my head like a mantra, and that relaxes me for a while, till a small figure surprises me. Today I came right on time. Yeah, a lot more on time. This is again? That's something, I guess. Welcome, what would you like? Same as yesterday, and quick, darling. Okay, it's like, are you gonna be on there now? I know you're a slasher. I went outside and went to make the coffee like he asked for him yesterday. A caramel macchiato. I glimpsed at the amount of sugar in it, and just decide to hand him a drink without saying anything else. Drink for Charlie? It's Chucky. Who the frick is called Chucky? Well, Chucky right here, and the kid from Rugrats. Oddly enough. So when I hear Chucky, it's not the weirdest name. Who the frick is called Wyan? Touche. He almost snatched the glass from my hand, but he didn't reach it. I controlled myself from laughing and handed him the glass. He just took it, irritated. However, when he took a sip, all the annoyance seemed to leave his face. My favorite. You prepare it very well. You'll make me come here more often. Tipping his hand in cash, not in flirtatious attempts. Your loss. Like, come on, Chucky, give us some more love. I watched a short stack drink his coffee and sit down in the armchairs in the back. I sat and watched Carrie walk past him, confused. She's so baffled that she ends up approaching me again. So why is there a slasher here? Why is there a guy doll drinking coffee? Good question. Because he's possessed. What now? Good guy, very popular in the 90s. They recently released a new line, more technological and bigger. You know, modernized. So he got away from his, I think it was 80s. I'm pretty sure Child Play is from the start in the 80s. And then was more popular in the 90s. But, I have to look up. But, so I just went and decided, technology, and possessed when it was technology, that base robot version. Smart. I haven't noticed until Carrie mentioned it. He's a freaking doll, indeed. I noticed his hands. He was inconspicuous because he still is well made, but he's small, useful preparation, youthful, pro, pro, useful size. I've already wondered how he was holding the cup of his both hands. You know what? At this point, I don't want to know anything. Just ignore it. Okay, and he could be also a cosplayer. You never know. This old kid walking around this Chucky. I choose to ignore the doll. Maybe it's just someone playing with it. And I actually know someone actually dressed like Chucky for Halloween. I choose to ignore the doll. Maybe it's just someone playing with it. Or it was really well-made costume. Something silly like that. I don't need to focus on that right now. And focus on work. I'll get an order for almond milk. My cooker knows that it's already gone. I need to go find more in the warehouse. I don't think about it much. After making sure Carrie's taking care of the rest of the customers, I head to the back. I go to the shelf to get the milk among the products. I try to stretch to reach up, but someone grabs it. I'm scared to death when I see a hand with sharp claws holding milk and offering it. Looking down, I see a horribly burned face, but with very striking features. Freddy. Ah! I jump back in fright. No, it's in the figure in front of me. Who are you? This place is for employees only. Oh, so now you're scared? Hey, did you hear me, sir? Back off or I'll call the police. I'll get Sam and Dean on here. I'd love to see you try that. I see him stamming the milk. Lion, right? You don't seem like anything special, so why couldn't I kill you? Fro's shaking his fingers out. It's like, true. What? Yeah, last night in the frickin' dream. You weren't scared at all. Even kicked me out of your nightmare. Oh, the 7 fingers is Shikano's finger. He had something more evil protecting me for some reason. I process everything he tells me, but it just seems impossible. My dream? Was this guy from the dream? Well, yes, similar, so yeah, however, it didn't make sense. Yep, definitely went nuts now. I end up grabbing the cartoon milk from his hand and walk back to the door. If I ignore him, he'll go away. It's just an illusion. I'm hallucinating again. That's all it is. I go out of the bar and focus on making coffee. I keep repeating the same thing to myself over and over again. It's a hallucination. First a doll and now him. It's a strange day, and it's not even noon. Some manners you have. Aren't you taught not to leave others talking to themselves? No, I wasn't. Oh, crap. I jump in fright and almost spilled the coffee. But I saved it. I finished preparing it, controlling the shaking of my hands to the small anxiety attack that grips my breathing. Okay, my hands will be already shaking to begin with. No anxiety attack needed. Order ready. You can't ignore me forever, you know that, right? I can literally haunt your dreams. And I'll just try shaking his finger at you again. Won't be the first one, I assure you. He doesn't seem to be taking any better. He opens his mouth to answer me, but the customers who come for his drink is one who speaks to him. Can they see him too? Or it's like you're not the first dream demon either. You have Bill Cipher already sleeping. It has a room in my brain. Oh, your makeup's great. It looks so realistic. It's a great cosplay. Yeah, whatever. Get lost, moron. He looks like the one from the legend. The one about the dream guy. You mean Bill Cipher? The customers leave, chatting and giggling by the man in front of me. If they can see him, he's not a fragment of my imagination. Is he real? Then I should stop ignoring him. Who are you? Freddy Krueger. known for nightmares, but let's just say it didn't turn out too well. So you're like a dream entity? A sleep paralysis demon? Like Bill Cipher? Something like that. I'm experienced it too many times already. It's annoying. Stick with that expiration. Crap, the cities can't be any weirder. If you're gonna kill me, why don't you do it now? First off, it's not like that. This is art, you crap. My art. Second, I don't have that much strength and freedom in this earthly world, so I can't. Plus, I think that good guy's staring at me right now. He has a knife. But that's where the issue comes in. You were my victim last night, and I couldn't kill you. Why? Shook at his finger. I mean, the hashtag give us a severed finger. What do I know? You're the expert. I complained as I was returning to work while serving another order. I saw some girls admiring Freddy's makeup. Wow, your parents is brutal. I didn't know this cafe was horror themed. I thought Final Girl meant it was horror themed. I listened to them chatter and roll my eyes. These days, young people want to blank everything. Do you blame them? Do you really blame them? The fanfic. I love it. I continue to ignore Freddy and focus on serving the meals, but I notice more orders are starting to come in. More and more, everything talks to and about Freddy. He started to continue with the lie of the costume, explaining how he did it. What a showman he is. I notice more people joining in to listening to him. But a group also sits down with Chucky. Apparently, he only jokes with insults and people laugh amused. Do people like this? Well, the drowning is a good draw. Maybe I could talk to them and... No. I have to be out of my mind to have those two working for me. A pseudo dream demon. And whoever Chucky is, it's crazy. Well, a dream demon. And a possessed doll. Just when I was about to give up my idea, the plastic princess walks into my cafe. Better make my coffee right today, and without any complaints. I did make your coffee right yesterday. Get lost. If you don't like it, you can always go to another coffee shop. There, we kicked her out. Honey, with my influence and money, you should pray for me to become a regular, otherwise you would never be able to. Oh, what an ugly creep. Okay, only I can diss Freddy. Get lost. Just as ugly as you. But your ugliness comes from inside, Blondie. Excuse me? Do you know who I am? Medium rare beef. His new victim. Don't know all the blanks in town, just older ones. Maybe I know your mother. Freddy. You did not just say that, and you. She points at me with her index finger wrapped in nylon gloves. If you don't kick this creep out, I swear I'll never set foot here again. Well, I'm not kicking him out. She turns around and clicks her heel against the floor as she walks away. Maybe having those two here is a perfect solution to all my problems. What a nightmare is it? It must be to live in your skin. You put up with people like that on a daily basis? Well, you got a new victim. Have fun tonight. And make a coffee quickly. I make a coffee quickly and quietly to serve it to Freddy. Look, I don't really have an answer to the question you asked me earlier. I'm just trying to make a living, but maybe we can figure it out together. You want us to find out how I can kill you? It goes deeper than that. Just sit back and wait for me to be free. I'll explain. Freddy grabs a coffee and tried it, giving a thumbs up and deciding to go sit down. I give you a chance, but only because you make an excellent coffee. I'm go and got to work. Doors kept coming. Even Carrie had to help me. Chucky and Freddy didn't leave. They seemed pleased with the attention scaring a few people. I take charge of collecting the money and making sure the coffee kept coming to the customers. By the time I realized it, it was already time to close. There was a nice twilight on the horizon. I closed the doors and took out the pastries. Took 2 pastries, serving them both. Just warning you, if they're poison, you're just adding more flavor. Rat poison don't work on me. No, nothing like that. You brought customers in. It's a thank you gift. Oh, then I'll accept it. I never say no to free candy. It's like, yeah, of course. I'll be the one with the van. Then he puts the cake on his mouth, savory. At least I know he likes my baking. I've been checking out how you've been around today, and the attention you've drawn to the cafe. I actually have a position for you. They both fixed their attention on me. I'm offering you to a job. They both start laughing out loud. I saw it roll in my eyes, but let them finish without moving away from there. You want us to work for a salary in your mediocre cafe? Oh, please. Sweetheart, they're the stupidest thing I heard in years. Yeah, don't care about charity for the disabled, unlike the old nutsack. I do have a body, and my clock is a perfect working order. Yeah, your body's plastic. What bet on that, Dolly? Just why did you come up with such a crazy idea? I never had many customers before. I guess the dark appearance of the cafe and your presence made people think you were part of a themed cafe. It's just that I'm adorable. They can't help but adore my pretty face. Yeah, but you also go stabby on them. They were looking at me when they came in. The point is, I need this. I don't care if you say no. It seems you made your choice. Look, maybe I can help you, but tell me, why are you doing this? I already told you that I wanted to kill you, so why keep me by your side? I'm gonna say stable belief before I find love. Someday I want to get married, but I'm wait. I want to be okay. I want to live quietly before I find my special person. That's why I want my business to prosper. I knew that buying the cafe could bring me more debt than profit. I found a solution, and that is to hire you to attract customers. You are the ace up my sleeve. Both characters looked at me, holding back their laughter, but it wasn't long before they began to fill the cafe with their annoying laughter again. A sigh struck in the bridge of my nose again. I was beginning to regret it. I think it's a very nice wish, Wyan. Don't worry, we'll make this work no matter what. Thanks, Carrie. At least I can count on her. I don't know if working in a cafe is something I always dreamed of, but I still want to know what happened last night. I'll stay and help you. Who knows, maybe I'll have fun in the process. I don't know if that's a good idea, but I'm going to ignore it. What do you think? Don't know if it's a good idea, but I'm going to ignore it. What do you think? I watched Chucky eat his muffin without paying much attention. I'll pass. It sounds like a load of crap. I won't work for minimum wage. Actually, I was planning to pay you just for assaulting the customers. Now that's something completely different. I'm interested. She's like, I just get to assault people. He's not even getting paid in candy. From Freddy's van. Okay, now that everything's settled, you can go. I have several people in mind who can also work here. Come back tomorrow and we'll get started right away. See you tomorrow, sweetie. Might want to have some sweets and dessert when I get back. Both figures stood up and walked away, talking about something or arguing, and we don't pay any more attention to them. Are you sure about this? They don't look very trustworthy. Well, we're Final Girl Cafe, so I think you and me will be fine. You're afraid of them? No, not really. I got my ways of taking care of myself. What about you? Me too, Carrie. Don't worry about it. I know what I'm doing. And don't worry. As they come at me with their knives, I come back with mine. Go home, rest. See you tomorrow. Carrie doesn't look convinced. However, she thinks for a few seconds and smiles, finally nodding and taking her things to leave. I, on the other hand, go out with the sun setting on the horizon. There's still daylight, and I should hurry. My experience in town has shown me that it's not safe to stay after dark. Along the way, I think about the people I've met in this strange city. Freddy and Chucky will do a good job, but they can't do it alone. I have some very curious neighbors. To be honest, some of them could be useful. Michael looks scary. Maybe it'll be a good idea to talk to him about the cafe. I don't think of anyone better. However, Jack, my landlord, worries me more. For some reason, I don't understand yet. I trust Michael more than Jack. Let's be real. I have to avoid talking to him unless strictly necessary. Sadly, night fell quickly. I entered the building and looked for Michael's apartment. I remember his sister, Lori, told me where to look for her. I clear my throat for courage and knock on the door with my knuckles. I wait for someone to come, and I hear heavy footsteps, and a door opens. Michael's enormous figure stands in front of me, his intimidating posture, with arms crossed. His imitating pose, with arms crossed, he seems to be waiting for me to say something. Oh, howdy, neighbor. I struggle to speak for a moment. His gaze burrows into me like knives. What an intimidating presence. I came here because, well, I'm looking for someone with special profile for my cafe. A striking profile. Ew. Crap, I don't even know what I'm saying. It doesn't move an inch. Does this guy seem to breathe? Does this guy even breathe? Nope. It's like, nope. Well, only if you're interested. I need staff. Staff? Are you offering my brother a job? He's killed multiple people. What? I'm starting to regret it. I think I'm annoying them. His sister has a similar presence to him. What an intimidating pair. It's just an idea. I don't want to be evasive. Are you kidding? That's great news. Do you know how hard it is for him to get a job? Michael's a great handyman. He will help you with whatever you need. Just don't give him a knife or machete. Anything pointy. I haven't said yes yet. Amazed when I hear him speak. He does it so little that I forget he can do it. No, he just doesn't like talking. Jason, their hand was the silent one. Completely silent. Actually, both of them technically silent. Are you serious? You gotta stop working for Mr. Terrence. How much to pay? I tell him the details of schedule, pay, and duties. Michael seems more interested in how, now that he's informed. that sounds like a good idea. Come on, Michael. Should pay you more than Mr. Torrance in 2 weeks. Fine. Great. Oh, it's your first serious job. Amazing. Thank you so much, Wyan. Thank you. Come to the address tomorrow morning. I gave the information to both of them and said goodbye. Michael was the first to go back into his house. I hope he's not in a bad mood tomorrow because of Worry's pressure. However, I can't waste any more time. I focus on the next one. I hope to find him there, so I head into town. On my way to the supermarket, it's still relatively early, so there are people around. I start looking around. I don't see the guy from before. I walk a little further, but quickly notice nearby houses across the street. There's a guy from before, the one who spoke sign language. I see him sitting alone, reading something, so I approach him carefully. Jason! Hey. Great introduction. It seems like I drank booze before speaking. I notice him look up and focus on me, unlike Michael. He's just big, but not intimidating. No, he's intimidating too. I think he's the one that actually has the weapon with him to grab and slice us. At least I don't feel like he's piercing my soul with his stare. Yeah, because you can't see his eyes. I don't know if I remember him. I don't know if you remember me. I'm the person from last time. I shared my chocolate with you? He makes a gesture with his hands, gesturing until he forms the phrase, yes, of course, I remember you, in sign language. Thank you for the prison classes for saving me once again. Oh, it's excellent. I own the cafe 2 blocks from here. I was looking for people to work with. I think you're pretty interesting, and your appearance fits what we're working for. It's a horror-themed cafe, so to speak. He looks at himself. He seems a little confused. No, I don't mean any harm. It's a good thing. I need people like you. Do you have any skills? He gestures again. I'm good at making coffee. What a curious coincidence. He doesn't seem offended. In fact, I think he might be interested, so I continue explaining. Well, I didn't expect that. But it's a nice surprise. Look, this is the job information. Come tomorrow, as a trial day. He glances at the paper, then looks at me. He moves his hand. I'll talk to my mom about it. Okay, I'll take that as a maybe. What's your name? He sighs again. I'm Jason Voorhees. Jason, okay. Well, I hope we'll see you tomorrow at the cafe. You're more than welcome. I say goodbye to the big guy. He looks a bit surprised. He kept looking at the paper and then at me. Come on, Jason. I would adopt you if your mom wasn't there. I have only one person left, and I don't know where he could be. Maybe in the last place I saw him. He's probably in the alley. That reminds me clearly of the way I met him. Okay, maybe it's not a good idea to do that. The guy cornered me with weird questions. It's not like I have any other options, so I head back home with the intention of stopping by that place. I seem to have summoned him by thinking about it, because I quickly find him leaning against a poster on the wall. I almost passed him by a last-minute change of mind. Oh, great. Leaving so soon? What is it today? My favorite horror series? Which one is it? Supernatural. I like The Mist. Stephen King classic. But no, I saw what you were doing. It's kind of dangerous to have so many lunatics in one place, you know. Where are you going to protect me, Ghostface? I'm pretty sure no offense to Ghostface. I love Ghostface. But except for maybe Chuck can curb stop you. Oh, Jason Michael, don't say him. Wait, how do you know that? Have you been following me all day? Ghostface is technically on there. Probably not this one specifically. He pulls out a camera and takes a photo of me. Feel chill. Something tells me that he does this gesture very often, without his photo object knowing it. Photo subject knowing it. Alright, I'm out. I walk past him to continue walking. Like I love Ghostface. I want him there. Because he's gonna be the route I go for. I knew this was an awful idea. Oh, come on. Aren't you going to ask me if I want to work at your cafe? Sorry, I don't like stalkers. Translation, we like them. We like Yanderes. Yanderes. He's not willing to let me go so easily, apparently. He starts following me and walking beside me. Come on, I could help you. I know how to handle advertisements. Believe me, I'm great at getting attention. Oh, we know. We know. Very well. Not really. I haven't noticed you all day. Aw, thanks. Not a compliment. You want to work with me? Just to harass me more? Makes a maybe gesture with his hands, shamelessly. Forget. I don't even know your name. I'm Ghostface. That's not a name, it's a nickname. It's my name. There's no other. I'm not gonna put that in a contract. Oh, is that what you need? Well, my name's Billy Marsher. Billy Loomis and Stu Marsher. Okay, are you sure you're not two people in the costume? There's another one behind there. I still love the fact that they literally put Billy and Stu's names together. Is that your real name or a fake one? Look, I'll be honest with you, it's not, but I'm serious when I say that my name is really Ghostface. It's not a fake name? Listen carefully, do you want to work with me? Well, you're not gonna harass me anymore. I need someone focused on the job, not obsessing over random people they just met. Come on, we need a yandere. We need one. Ghostface is a perfect candidate for that. He crosses his arms, looking from side to side. For a few minutes, he seemed to think seriously about it. To be fair, I was also thinking of naming myself Sydney Prescott just for this moment. Finally, he searched, but it would be kind of like, I'm going to try and date Ghostface. Finally, he reaches out his hand to seal the deal. I glanced at him briefly, debating whether to accept or not, but it's true. I really need someone in charge of social media. If he knows, I'm out of options. I also extend my hand and shake his. Alright, come early tomorrow morning. Great, see you there, YN. He makes side gestures and says goodbye. But before giving me an evasive slap on the back of my head, I allow a surprised gasp and go shout at him. But he's already moved away. I left with the insult at the tip of my tongue, my fist in the air, as if I were fighting against the breeze. I will definitely regret this. Oh, we won't regret having him. I'm gonna date Ghostface as soon as he shows his mask at the cafe. You'll hear from me, dumbass. I continue on my way home. I think those 5 will be more than enough. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. It doesn't look like a master plan to raise money, especially with such people. Freddy respectfully said he couldn't kill me in my dreams. Chucky, just annoying. I don't know anything about Michael or Jason, but something tells me that the two of them aren't exactly ordinary men. They have a strange aura. And Ghostface. Maybe it's not that much of a problem for me, but maybe I should have thought about Carrie. Well, she seems calm in the presence of those two. She told me she could take care of herself. Well, I will be keeping an eye on her anyway. Oh, but to be fair, Ghostface is the least frightening. I end up arriving at my apartment with my head still full of thoughts. I barely even realize I'm here already. I sigh a little tired. It's already late. I walk towards the door, and now I see that guy, the customer. I think his name was Ash. But if it isn't my favorite barista. Oh, it's you. Do you live here? No, I noticed the guy at your cafe, and the others that you were talking to throughout the day. Also stalking me? Wait, come on, we have Ghostface stalking me. This is starting to become a recurring gag. Short answer is yes. The long answer, I noticed you were looking for them on purpose and wanted to take care of you, as I don't want to lose my favorite barista. That's why I gave you the talisman. The what? Oh, right. The finger? Yeah, it's a saint's finger. Oh, it's not synchronous. Damn. Don't know which one. Technically, it just ends up being Shikuna's finger. That's why. But the important thing is, it protects you from evil entities. Because it is an evil entity. Evil entities? Like Freddy? Yes, the dream demon is dangerous, but that will suffice for now. Wait, is that why he couldn't kill me last night in the dream? Yeah, exactly. You're starting to get it. Wow, well, I wouldn't believe if you weren't for everything I've seen today. Have you noticed the strange things that happen around here? I came to investigate, to find out why so much evil has gathered in this place. Well, it's Amityville. What do you expect? Go to that house, certain house, and truth be told, you helped me a lot by doing this. Doing what? Putting those freaks to work for minimum wage? They're not freaks. Ghostface is a normal guy. No, more than that. They'll be busy, and with your talisman, they'll do what you say in a certain way. They won't know it. They'll be able to have it your way with them. You won't tame them like a circus beast and force them to do what you tell them, but you can convince them, like you have a bonus of charisma, so to speak. Oh, like fine. I was gonna say Skyrim. So it's just a Dungeons and Dragons item. Yeah, it's amazing, right? It's too nerdy to be real, but I don't see what's wrong with them, apart from Freddy, of course. Yet we already know. Technically, I already know what's wrong with Ghostface. He's a yandere. Oh, and you don't know it, but they are evil beings. Ghostface is normal, though. At least all of them except for your neighbor. He was only the vessel for one. And most importantly, they're all murderers to a great or lesser extent. Wait, except for my neighbor? I mean, oh, no. No, technically, Mr. Torrance he's talking about, not, Michael. And, Ghostface is the only one. It's a regular human. I'm surprised by what he's saying, but to be honest, a part of me isn't that shocked because, well, I guess I expected it. But now I understand why. I felt something very wrong. So you want me to keep an eye on a bunch of assassins? Technically, and also Jason's just... He will know what Jason is. Don't worry, it's more about keeping them entertained. They are a bit old, and honestly desperate to experience something new. But don't worry, if they try something, my team and I will help you. It's like, except for Ghostface, he's the youngest. Your team? Yeah, some brats who helped me a while back with your friends, Jason and Freddy. I think I know who they are. The point is, I need you to be at the cafe and to help me investigate what's going on. Maybe even stop more people from being killed. And who knows, maybe you'll even help them. Well, it's a strange request, but if I could help you, at the same time, it's good for my cafe. It's a deal. Great. Keep my number. If you need help with anything, don't hesitate to let me know. Thanks for caring. I find it a bit hard to thank him because I'm usually the one who has to look for the others, but who has to look out for others. But it's nice that for once in my life, someone has my back, even if the reason is because I served them coffee they liked. Don't worry, Wayne, it's my duty. He laughed with a smile. I felt like I was in a movie. There's a part of me that wanted to get rid of this. It's too much pressure. I came to this place precisely with the intention of getting into any more trouble. But there's something inside my head that told me that I can do something important, something good, something worth taking on so much responsibility for. A loud sigh, full of exhaustion, all of a sudden. So I go up to my apartment to finally sleep. It's been a weird day. Chapter 3, First Day of Work. The sun hits my face, surprising me. I don't remember having a nightmare or anything, just falling asleep and waking up. I sit on my bed, relieved after sleeping so much. After checking the time, however, all the adrenaline stroked me again. I'm gonna be late. Aren't we the owner? I quickly jump out of bed and get dressed, skipping breakfast as I rush out of the apartment. I'll be surprised if they all decide to come. I sure am counting on Freddy and Chucky, but the rest. I head downstairs, but I notice something strange. Turning about before leaving, I see Mr. Torrance. He's closing the storage door. He's back to me, and stiffly, I look at the floor. There's a red Terrance at the edge of the door. God, I hope that's paint. Well, I don't think that's paint. Oh, good morning, Wyan, good morning. He greets me as if nothing happened, although I can't classify his way of acting even near normal. Mr. Torrance, good morning. I'm about to... Wyan. His voice calling my name sends a terrible chill down my spine. It's dead serious and terrifying. I heard you hired your neighbor, Michael, is that right? I don't turn to look at him at all. I could feel like I can't even move. I feel like I can't even move. I don't turn back to see him. I feel like I can't move. Is he mad? Rory said Michael used to work for him. Getting paid less, and maybe he's angry. He's upset. Rory said Michael used to... Oh, I'll say again. Used to do the jobs for him for way under minimum wage. Maybe he isn't happy about this. I look over my shoulder and see his expressionless face. It's confusing. I can't tell if he's angry or what. Yeah, I did. Well, we talked and he accepted. A couple seconds pass in total silence. It doesn't take his eyes off me. It's like an eternity. I'm glad I got a job. I used to get him work from time to time. You know, it was always hard for him to get a stable job. Yeah, I heard about that. The adrenaline left my body. I sighed, allowing all the air that got trapped in my lungs to go away. I'm thinking of inviting him and Ori over for some wine, so we celebrate his first real job. Would you like to join us? You're the one who employed him, after all. I made small doubtful glimpses. Didn't want to get involved with Torrance more than necessary. That was scary, but maybe it'll be better not to be seen as impolite. Yeah, of course. Excellent. Tomorrow night at my apartment. Then I'll see you there. I'm heading next to Michael. Nodding, I quickly withdraw. I ran a bit too much to get I ran a bit too much to get away from the building. Feeling my stomach churn. Just what was that? The paint on the door. Was it paint? Was he playing dumb so I wouldn't notice? The fear I felt was weird. I didn't feel that that way around Freddy, and he's a frickin' demon. Well, Mr. Torch is a different kind of weird. Jack is one of those cases where your body just screams danger. Because he looks like a sleazy car salesman. I started rushing towards the cafe. Didn't want to be late. I haven't flipped the open sign yet, but I can't just stand around doing nothing. So I start taking out the products we will use today. I also handle yesterday's accounting and a couple things I neglected because I was busy chatting so much. I still have 5 papers to organize and several invoices. Damn bureaucracy. I would be happier if I only had to serve coffee. Hearing the sound of the entrance bell, I look up, tell whoever entered that the cafe isn't open yet. But that's when I find the enormous silhouette of Jason. He waves his hand, greeting me in sign language. Again, good morning, Ryan. I finally convinced my mom to let me work here. And then Mom's like right behind him. That's great. I knew I could count on you. Apparently he likes being told this kind of thing. I could see him happy about being seen as reliable. He starts talking again, but Mama wants to see how I'm doing, so she'll show up from time to time. The comment makes me raise an eyebrow. Jason's definitely a big boy, but, well, I decided not to talk about it. But hope his mother doesn't want a employee discount. Give her a employee discount. Trust me, she's just as dangerous as him. Probably even more so sometimes. Of course. Especially if you're him. Of course, I'm sure she's lovely. She's always being welcome here. Now, can you please repeat what you were good at? He stops to think for a minute before telling me I'm great at making coffee. All kinds of coffee. I even know how to make full decorations, but they're not very elaborate. I also know how to make pastries, and enjoy gardening. I look at him in disbelief, whistling. Wow, I just hit the jackpot with this guy. You said you know how to make coffee? But an espresso machine is kind of different from a regular coffee maker. Jason nods. I know. Ma has an espresso machine. He took all he needed, and I saw him prepare a very well-made cup, as if using the machine was the most natural thing in the world. I'm surprised, although he looks big and rough. His hands were skillful and delicate. He just uses the roughest steer when he goes stabby. And just like that, in front of me was a cup of coffee with extra foam, with a cute bear made of said foam. How pretty! I took the coffee and gave it a sip. It was perfect cappuccino with extra cream. Damn, that's great coffee, even better than mine. Where did you learn to do this? Jason seems flattered. Ma is very good at lots of things. She taught me how to cook and to make coffee. I see your mother is a skilled woman. I learned many things in jail, but I can't make it coffee this good. Jill? Crap, I said too much. It's like, yeah. Oh, nothing, don't worry. Get the stuff in the storage room and put it in the shelf, please. I quickly changed the topic. He seems doubtful, but went to the storage room anyway. I'd rather not speak about my time behind bars, no matter if he is a killer or not. I don't like being an open person. It's not something to brag about. So I look down at the coffee and wonder, is this great giant bear, teddy bear, seriously a dangerous killer? He is. With all the talk about his mom and the delicacy of his actions, he seems so chill. No, his mom is a killer too, so it runs in the family. She's a mama bear, though. The bell rang once again, bringing me back to reality. So I turn back. I see Carrie looking a bit agitated. I'm late. I'm sorry. We're not open yet, Carrie. Don't worry. You're right on time. Relax a bit and set the tables. You could still get the Pachinali bonus. Oh, sorry. I thought it was later than usual. Thank you. Carrie goes to the storage room to leave her stuff. That's when I hear a scream. It's okay. That's Jason, our new bartender. He's friendly. He's really nice. He's my he would be my adopted son if his mom was gone. A shout from the bar, hearing it faint. It's okay from where she is. I should have told her about the hearse. I just had so much in my mind. And once again the bell rang. It was our neighbor, Michael, inspecting his surroundings. Oh, Michael, you came. I'm glad. Well, Lori told me you were good with repairs. He just nods. Quiet as always. Well, I brought the place with a couple flaws, mainly in the bathroom. He raises a hand, making me realize he's carrying a worn-out tool case. I'll take a look. Oh, sure, thanks. I look closely as he goes to the back of the cafe. This time he doesn't have his gaze fixed. He starts looking around, almost automatically. I see he knows what he's doing. I hear voices coming from outside. Strangely, Freddy and Chucky came as they left. See, I told you wouldn't be early. What the frick? The sun's just appeared. What a bunch of kids. Guess I'll open. Jason's in here already. Jason? Before I'm able to answer, Jason left the supply room with everything. And it's like, you. He slowly looks at Freddy while putting the stuff in the bar. Round 2. I can feel his irritation in the way his fingers move. You brought this butthole? Oh yeah, because you guys have a history. Freddy versus Jason. You guys know each other? I'm confused, but then I remember my talk with Ash. He said he dealt with both before. Long story. Technically, he's dealt with Jason's kind, from what I've heard. Yeah, because I saw little clips. I got spoiled for a lot of them because of Scream. I feel my heart drop when I hear a voice right next to me. Doesn't mean I won't watch them. I just need to build myself up. Oh yeah, these two despise each other. What the frick? Where did you come from? I never left. I was so excited for the job I ended up sleeping here. It's like a little corner. He's like, do you even have a home? An idiot dressed up as the stab killer. He is the original stab killer. Chucky. And where did you get that idiot dressed up as a stab killer? And where did you get that bad mouth doll? Oh, I'll show you, little. Oh no fighting. Chucky ran full speed at Ghostface, who took out his hunting knife. Get away from them. I get out of the way quickly, watching as Chucky rushes to Ghostface like a cartoon. He got on top of Ghostface, trying to stab him. While holding his hand with a knife, Ghostface seems to be trying to do the same. Keyword trying. He's like, confused. I know I was a little confused. Are those two seriously killers? They look like children. Well, one is in a doll. Literally a children's doll. And the other one... Well... So yeah, at this point, Ghostface. You really want to fight me with this body? You're not even strong. I don't need strength, you crap-faced butthole. I could take you. In a fight or in bed. I'll rip your goddamn Blank off. Alright, that's enough. I get behind Chucky and lift him. His weight makes that easy enough for me to do. Behave, you both adults, I guess. I get them both away from each other, putting Chucky behind the counter. Well, now that that's solved, and you're all here, I need to speak with you. Please sit down. I see Michael walk out of the back and quietly take a seat. The rest sit down, a little bit uneasy, except Jason, who seems really calm. Well, I know that you're all killers. Freddy was the first one to start cackling. Oh, really? What gave you that impression? Well, you, obviously. You tried to kill us? Day one? I wasn't talking about you, Freddy. That's obvious after what happened. I'm talking about the rest of you. How did you know that? His tone is stonic as usual, and I could detect a hint of discomfort in his voice. Well, some of you don't hide it so well. Yes, I'm talking about you two. Hey, wearing a stab mask and carrying a knife doesn't make me an assassin. But yeah, I am. Thanks for noticing. It's like, I already know you very well. Whatever. The point is, I don't say a word about it. I won't say a word about it. All I want is the cafe to thrive. That means I'll need you to obey a single rule. You cannot kill anyone inside the cafe, or within a 1 kilometer radius. Understood? What you do on your own time is none of my business. I can see Chucky raising his hand. There are 2 rules. I don't want anyone to come near Carrie. Relax, I'm not one to mess with that kind of person. And that means... I said clearly offended. Haven't you noticed yet? Guess I'll let you have a surprise then. I already know. Okay. Luckily Carrie didn't hear us. She's just leaving the storage room with some cups and glasses. Wow, that's a lot of boys. I know what you mean. A bunch of weirdos. Don't worry, half of them are in costumes. Only 2 are not in costume. That's less than half. Awesome. I love the stab movies. I like this one already. Well, now that y'all understood the rules, we have some work to do. It's time for a little remodeling. They all start working immediately, so I start thinking about what to buy and how to decor. Thinking about what I should bring. It'll be good to have some extra help. I should ask. We're gonna go with the obvious choice first. Ghostface. I decided to go with the most permissive one. Ghostface had sat down at the counter earlier with his phone. Approaching him, he looks at me. Oh, I know that look. You're gonna ask me for something. Well, yeah. I hope it's not too much to ask for your help to go buy the new decorations. Anything for you, sweet cheeks. Let's go. If you have a good taste, I think you have. I know where you'll take me. Walmart. Spirit Halloween. You truly are my soulmate. Don't exaggerate. I get my stuff and go out of the cafe with Ghostface by my side. I walk while checking my phone, happy to know that the store like this is in such a small town. Ghostface seems to be checking his phone as well. I notice you always on your phone. Oh, I like the internet. Lots of people to bother. And troll. Also, I'm practicing to manage a business. I'm practicing to manage the business socials. My business social accounts? What? Were you truly thinking about running a themed coffee shop without social media to promote it? I thought about it, but I didn't take it into account. Nowadays, social media is a fundamental basis for business. It is the best source of advertising without many costs as well. Lucky you, I'm an expert with algorithms and already created a profile for the cafe. When did you? Oh, Final Girl Cafe. Yeah, you actually did. I guess I owe you one. You can thank me with a kiss and some flowers. Nope, not happening. Oh, it's happening. Well, I ain't giving up. Spirit Halloween. We're actually going to Spirit Halloween. We arrive at the store. It seems pretty well stocked, even though there aren't many things, since Halloween hasn't even arrived yet. I was gonna say, even, it's like, how is Spirit Halloween still here? They leave the day after Halloween. Ghostface is the first one to rush in, looking like he is a kid in a candy store as he runs towards the entrance. Considering how much he's into horror movies, being here must feel like a dream come true. I get in the store after him, trying to make sure he doesn't do anything too crazy. I grab a shopping cart, assuming this is going to be a heavy haul. I start pushing the cart, browsing the decorations, and it brings back some good childhood memories. Back when Mom didn't torment me. A sound prevents me from dissocializing in my thoughts. It was a camera in front of me. How cute you look when you lost in your thoughts. Will you help me with the decorations, or keep acting like a creep? Oh, I can easily do both. He lets out a little laugh and walks off to grab one of the decorations. It's baby Xenomorph from the movie Alien. And when he let out a little laugh and walks away to take a plushie. A Xenomorph baby from the movie Alien. Okay, that one's double. And the he's mixed with a alien. Here, be my model. Hold it the sexiest way you can. What? I keep myself from laughing, glancing at the alien, and decide to hold it near my face while striking a weird pose. Oh yes, perfect slay. Oh yeah. Oh please, this plushie's biologically incorrect. Xenomorphs don't have baby phase. They hatch as face huggers. I know Ghostface lowered his camera. I'm in love. Come on, it's basic knowledge. You'd be surprised. I mean, look at it. This hideous thing goes against all xenomorph nature. You're right. This feels way too commercialized for my taste. Let's try and find something more classic and cool like you. He ran to the display case, taking a lava lamp from a figure from the Stab movie. With a figure from the Stab movie. You really like this character, huh? That's me, Snuggle Bear. There are many Ghostface, but only one like me, and now I'm yours. Most of them like Cindy Prescott. All too much. This comment makes me laugh. Ghostface takes a photo of me while I hold the lamp. Oh yeah, this might be too smelly for me. It's like, of course it would. Yeah, just for you. I could see you're one of those dirty mind boys. And I just realized, looking right here, you just turned right here, and you just see, wait, he looks familiar. It's all Michael. Come on, haven't you been flirting this whole time? I can see your look when I take your pictures. Please, what's next? Will you assume I'm posing at my window so you can take a picture of me? Assuming he has already. Oh, there's Jason's right here. So you admit you've been posing by your window. How else would you know I'm taking your pictures? You're a freaking weirdo. I'm starting to laugh more comfortably around Ghostface, although he has bad taste for jokes. I can't but laugh. We start taking different things, putting them in the car. Meanwhile, he's taking even more pictures of me. I feel him getting closer every time. His hands, me object, far from bothering me. It's actually strangely flirty. This feels like excellent. Great photos of our first date. Hey, This isn't a date, okay? I asked you for a favor for the business. I can feel my face burning as I speak. His laugh made me even more embarrassed. It is now. Gets dangerously close to me, taking my hand with his and interlocking our fingers. I didn't think you were the cheesy type. I hid my nervous smile behind my hand. He looks pleased after noticing how shy I felt. Something else caught my attention, though I saw an army of Ghostfaces together. Confused, I looked over to his shoulder. It was a whole shelf full of masks from the Stab movie, with different versions of every movie, and some that have only appeared in the video games. Isn't that... What? He turns to the shelf, and I hear a howl of emotions and surprise. He looks at me and then at the mask again, running at them. More mask! He's like collecting. I let out a laugh, seeing how hyped up he gets over the mask. I get closer to him with the shopping cart, taking the classic mask and putting it on my face. Oh, there he is. I see the scream mask. How do I look? Excellent, we can be twins. I found my second Ghostface. We should go on a hunting spree. Well, of course, there's always two. I thought you was already two. This ratchet makes me laugh. I take off the mask and look at it in my hands. How did you end up here? My question takes him by surprise. I mean, why are you not in Woodsboro? I see his shoulders tensing up, even though he tried hiding it by leaning closer over the cart, holding his chin with a hand. Here? You mean behind you? Well, I saw you get out the cab in front of the cafe. No, whatever. That explains it. I mean, no, I was talking about this. I hold up the mask. This franchise is pretty old. Who were you before you found out about it? Before Stab? His pose remains tense and he laughs. I can't see his face, but there's something in the tone that makes him look uncomfortable. I remember my mom. She left us to run away with Sydney's father. But, Sydney always getting all the attention. Okay, it's not Billy Marsher. It's Billy Loomis. What do we have Billy Loomis right here? I thought she stabbed you, killed you. Oh god. Well, I want to make a good movie and get revenge for what she did to my son. He's just quoting all the movies. Because first he's like, I remember my mom getting all the attention, so that's Billy. When I just wanted to make a good movie and get revenge for what she did to my son. Now he's Mrs. Loomis? Son? You have a son? What? No, huh? What a forced laugh. Billy, do you have a son? Hey, my name's Roman. He's just taking all the movie characters. And Billy has a daughter. Look, before you told me, it was Billy. Are you gonna put the two together and realize he's naming all himself after all the Stab characters? I did. Oh wait, I think it was. His voice sounded weird, changing suddenly. I tried to hold his shoulder. Are you okay? It's like Roman's scream free. Oh, perfectly, forget that. The mystery makes me hotter. Guarantee it, his name is not actually Billy Marshall. You just literally combined Billy and Stu's names together. The son shifted his attitude. He started walking again, leaving me even more confused. So, why couldn't you act like you're Stu? I like Stu. I'd rather not go too much into it. Maybe I'm starting to like him, but I don't think our flirting is enough for me to meddle with his past. A past I don't think even he remembers. Oh, he's just trolling us. We keep on shopping, with his occasional telling me some more jokes. I take a moment to look over the shopping cart. Alright, I think this should be enough. What about the 12-foot tall skeleton? Tempting. Where would we put it, though? Don't say the entrance. It's government property. We'll get a fine. Crap balls. Alright, let's pay for this and head back to the cafe. Or I could friend the cashier and get it for free. Oh, I also just found Freddy. Okay, I'm gonna go with hi. You could get yourself in trouble. Tempting, but no. Whoever dramatic flair is killing some poor wage slave is broad daylight. You got me. Okay. Let's just pay for this. I head to the checkout and take the decorations out of the cart. I expect it to be hideously expensive, but the toll actually came out to a reasonable price. I'm thinking about everything we gathered. Starting a new business and changing its theme in just a few days can be actually expensive, but luckily for me, having some emergency savings. I went outside, watching Ghostface pack the items into a box. Oh, thanks. You're welcome, babe. Ghostface lifts the box. I decide to take the other one. My nose, he's looking at something. I turn over my shoulder, see a photo booth near the exit. Let me guess, more photos? Ghostface looks at me, laughing under his mask. Oh, now you're talking. Take our date seriously, right? Well, it's been fun. I don't see why not. Wait, for real? I was just messing with you. Come on, take a pic with me for a change. You still don't have one of those. You sure about that? I walk to the booth, leaving my box by its side. With a surprise, the pictures are free. I mean, at least if you don't edit them. What a weird business model. I watch Ghostface step into the booth, and I follow and sit down beside him. It looks like one of those retro booths, though it has a touchscreen, which kind of ruins the aesthetic a bit. Cool. I've never been in one of these before. I don't remember if I have. No, well, normally, only couples or a group of friends use these. Best date ever. Don't exaggerate. It seems fun. Come on, you love me, right? Admit it. He gets closer to me, even closer, just saying how small this place is. I say we take a picture, like one of those dumb cliche couples. What? You want me to throw up a peace sign and stick my tongue out? Come on, man. I'm way too old for that. Come on. You look cute. Take the damn pics and stop. Oh crap. At this point, my face is red as tomato. This closest doesn't help at all with this. Ghostface just laughed. He knew what he was doing, putting his arm around my shoulder. He starts taking the photos. I can't but laugh at this pose as he strikes. By the end of it, I just let go, making goofy faces for the camera. Usually when I get obsessed with people, it's just so I can kill them, Oh yeah, excellent date conversation, Ghostface. It's like, yeah, it is. It's like, wait. My point is, I never met anyone like you. That's why I haven't done anything to you yet. Is this your way of saying you like me? Is this your way of saying you like me? You know what I mean. I meant that. Soft laugh at this new side of him. I never imagined anything could break his overly confident act. Seems like, beneath it all, he's just a shy guy. I lean carefully, just as the last photo snaps, planting a kiss on the side of his mask. I could see the embarrassment hit him through the body language, and I let out a slightly flustered laugh. I decide to step out and grab the photos from the dispenser. I grab both strips and look over them. They're cuter than I expected. I'm glad we did this. Ghostface steps out of the booth, and I walk up to him, handing him one of the strips. Aww. What do you think? Better than taking photos through my window. I do enjoy invading your privacy, but yeah, I like these. I like the art. I let out a soft laugh. Thanks for coming with me. Are you kidding? It was fun, plus I love this place. That doesn't surprise me at all. I watch as he tucks the photo into his jacket, panting it to show it's safe. That was fun. Yeah, but we need to head back now. Or we could steal a car and drive off into the sunset like a horror movie version of Bonnie and Clyde. And that sounds good, but, tempting, but I have too much debt, so I'll pass for now. I didn't hear a hard no. I just laughed, picking up my box and starting to walk back to the cafe with him. We catch the bus back to the street where my cafe is. It's already late afternoon, so Carrie knew will be closed for remodeling. I leave a few tasks for the others so they could get familiar with their new roles. I walk from the bus stop back to the cafe, but as I run into the absolute last thing I want to see, there is this stupid blonde again. Great. What's wrong? Well, you have your knife with you? Have fun. It's that spoiled brat again. Oh, I know her. Don't worry, I'll handle it. Just pulls out the knife and starts stabbing. Wait, Ghostface, don't kill. Actually, kill. Ghostface leaves the box next to the sidewalk and jogs to channel. I was gonna say channel. I noticed is Ricker in the cafe with her phone. I feared Ghostface could do something, but then I saw him acting relaxed, both hands in his pockets. With a single move, he quickly takes her phone in his hand, moving away fast. Hey, what the heck are you thinking you're doing? Taking the phone of an unprepared passerby. Don't you know how dangerous it can be to have your phone out where everyone can see it? Everyone knows who I am. No one would dare to rob me. Well, I think he's doing it. Wow. Whoa. Look. You're doing a live stream. He starts doing some silly poses for the viewers. I do my absolute best to contain my laughter. Any followers of the great Chan. Don't worry about little me. Just proving her hate live. Give me back my phone, you stupid loser. She lunges at Ghostface and tries to reach her phone, but he's taller and can stop her just by stretching his arm up. What's the magic word? Give it now. She tried to scratch Ghostface with her nails, but the cat-like reflexes, he grabbed her wrist. I could tell by his grip that he isn't being kind at all. With the phone in hand, he proceeds to take down the live. Try being more careful. I could gut you like a fish. You stupid butt. Of course he's gonna say it. Scared Channel takes a step back, phone in hands. You're all a bunch of losers. I think the only loser is you. Channel returns her charismatic anger, marching while tapping the pavement with her heels. Scary. You think so? Do you like it? I bet you're into scary guys. Not as much as you think. I just laugh seeing him take the boxes into the store. Oh, you Ghostface. And everyone else. I arrive at the cafe, leaving the boxes in the floor. Everything is clean. No one is dead, and there are some customers. Everything seems in order. those who stayed seemed to be doing their job. Somewhat surprised, I approached Carrie. She's tending the cash register without problems. All seems in order. I'm gonna be honest, I thought they'll give you trouble. You mean the new employees? No, they did everything right. They're scared of me. She smiles kind and confident. It's strange to think that Carrie, such a short and thin young woman, managed to control the 4 murders I left. Now that I think about it, I should have done that. Although she could handle herself, she could probably curb stop them all. Technically, they just Jason's not just not hurting her. It's like I'm staying away. Before I sink it so deep into what I had to do, I didn't think about it all very well. I'm glad all is in place. Color me surprised. I'm definitely make you manager soon. Really? Yes, I don't have many candidates, and even if I had, you'll be my favorite. Thank you a lot. I look around me. I have what I expected. It seems that everyone has adapted quickly to their role. The new guys seem to attract a lot of customers. People with their awareness. Customers with their awareness. I notice Ghostface taking photos around the place. The mask doesn't seem to block his charisma. A lot of people come to take pictures with him. Jason seems very cheerful and skilled at making coffee. With Carrie, people seem to love the art he makes on the cups, taking photos and enjoying their taste. Michael, although he doesn't talk to anyone, seems to be doing his thing very skillfully. Some people seem to like his mysterious appearance, as they take photos from a distance and talk excitedly about him. Freddie could be considered the least interesting in this, but he seems to have fun getting people's attention, telling them grotesque stories from time to time. Everyone is amused by them, thinking they're false because of his carefree attitude. It turns out they're all real. And Chucky works as a weird mascot. Everyone thinks he's a toy modified to swear or behave like an idiot, and they love it. Even the girls are delighted by his cute face, his little face. There are more customers than I ever thought I would have, and they seem to love this place. I smile, happy that despite the terrible idea of putting a bunch of murders in one place, it doesn't seem to be going too badly. I go to the storage room in order to take out the new menu. After all, if they're gonna have a horror theme, the food must follow the same line. I take a sheet of paper and sit on the sofa to start writing, also calculating the expenses for food, coffee, and new cups. I start doing more and more calculations. I take into consideration that money raised over the years, and although it's a very good amount of support, the numbers are starting to get red. After I'm done with the expenses for decorations, ingredients, lighting, and everything else, I'll sigh. I put the paper beside me and bury my face in my hands. I consider asking for a loan, but my reputation as an ex-con is more than enough for the bank to decline me. I start thinking about other meals. I feel desperate, but I seriously refuse to give up on the shop. I'll do it for Carrie and for what Ash said to me the night before. I must ignore the fact that someone entered the storage. I poke my face out from behind my hand to see Freddy laying back on the shelf, looking with doubt and amusement. What's the problem? You look like you just shot blood. Disgusting joke. I don't even know why I'm surprised. I lie back on the couch, letting my head fall on the backrest. It's nothing. I love to ignore you, but since you're now my boss, or some crap like that, I think it's part of my job to pretend to be concerned. I love to tell him to screw off, but I just sigh and begin explaining. I love to tell him to screw off, but I just sigh and begin explaining. Tomorrow on food, and then fixing everything broken in this place to comply with the illegal requirements. Well, a lot of crap. Yeah, I know a thing or two about those things. So you don't have the money? I kinda have. The thing is, I'll stay on red to keep maintain the coffee shop and myself. I'll have to raise prices to recover, and that'll be bad for our image, since this isn't New York. Technically, Amityville isn't in New York. Oh, I mean, You're not that arrogant about finances. I thought you were more of an idiot. Thanks. I don't have time to hear your crap right now. I have to think about solving my problems. I don't see a reason for all this drama. Just ask for a loan or something. Can't do. I have a bad record. Really? You seem so financially responsible now. Yeah, that's what happens when you're behind bars. Behind bars? Huh? I want to know everything about it, but maybe later. On the other hand, I think about other options, but they'll be difficult and more dangerous. Robbing the blanket. Yeah. Stop complaining. I'll give you the money. I freeze for a moment, and then I look up, a little in dismay, before processing what I heard. I'm thinking about some kind of dream demon who was a child murderer when I went alive, and I still can't believe him. It's like, yeah, he was. This is why he'll be my last one I do a rap for. I don't have time for jokes, Freddy. I'm not joking, really. I stop for a moment, looking around and examining the situation. I turn my gaze at him for a few seconds and squint suspiciously. What do you want? He laughs like I just told him a super funny joke, and then he comes over, throwing himself on the sofa right next to me. He puts his arms behind the back of the sofa, looking at me with an amused expression. I need business to boom. Let me explain before you start acting stupid again. Being a dream demon doesn't come with unlimited power, you know. My powers come from people knowing me and knowing my name, for the fear that I'll stalk their dreams. Let's just say that in recent years, the power hasn't been flowing because I killed almost everyone who knew me. Sounds like something you'd do. Oh, he would. Yeah, you get it. Now, if business works, everyone will talk about the cafe and the Freddy Krueger guy in it. I don't necessarily need them to be scared right now. If they know I exist, that's enough for me to enter their dreams. Makes sense. Does that explain why you couldn't kill me? I didn't know. Kinda, but if I was sure I could at least scare you. It didn't happen. I'm sorry that this affects you and your self-esteem. Do you want me the frickin' money or not? Yes, forget it. Forget I said anything. I see that he searches behind his trench coat and takes out a ton of money. I open my eyes in surprise. Receiving that scare amount in my hand is intimidating. What? Wait, where did you get that? Corpses of people I killed. I can do whatever I want, baby. Don't ask questions. He robs banks. After receiving Freddy's money and feeling like some kind of well-paid person, I proceed to put it in an envelope in the safe, taking care of his investment money. I start preparing everything for the reopening. Freddy went back to his work when Carrie entered the storage room. Oh, Wyan, I'm sorry if I interrupted you or something. Born, I was just wondering if you could tend to the register while I finish making a Henry. Sure, no problem. I'm coming. Thanks, boss. I leave my list there and go to the cash register, while Jason and Carrie take care of the food. I stand in front of the registers, noticing a small line in front of me. I am noticeably surprised by the amount of people in the shop. Perhaps it was due to the fact that there are almost no places of interest in this town. Except for a certain house, Enemyville house. I start taking orders and helping prepare the coffees and snacks. Soon, the line disappears and the store fills up. I smile satisfied and devote my time to counting the money while no new clients appear. That's when I hear the bell chime. I raise my hand to greet the customers, but my mouth shuts when I notice his style. That's not at all what I expected. Like, oh yes, this place looks like just like I've been told. The coffee is coffee good, or people only come here for your mascot. Nothing is gonna surprise me at this point. Well, buy it and try it. I fair enough. I have. Can I have an ice mocha? Ice mocha for a nod and put like what is his name? I don't see a name. I nod and put the name on his cup, passing for Carrie to prepare. Oh wow, they weren't lying. You got 'em all in here. Excuse me? I see what appeared to be his eyes glowing in the strange darkness of his hood. He lets out a laugh. The killer. I freeze for a moment, looking at the guy from top to bottom, and here I thought nothing would surprise me. Maybe he's another murderer. Oh, sorry if we're not hiring right. We're not hiring right now. It got a very interesting laugh. I can understand why you're the boss around here. Not just anyone can keep these guys at bay. Who are you? I'm Casket. His oar is ready. Carrie Lee gives it to me and continues with her work, although I know that she subtly glances at the customer. I leave the coffee in front of him, looking directly at his hood. I could still see his smile is scared by it. What a weird guy. He drinks the coffee by bringing it close to whoever he has instead of face, giving it a thumbs up. Well, I'll be a regular here. This tastes great. He didn't answer my question. Relax. I didn't come to do anything wrong, neither to you nor the cafe. I just wanted to be around. Okay, Casket, right? Well, I don't want any more weirdos in my life. No, but you're in Amityville. You only find weirdos in here. She just looks at Carrie and is like, it's like, yeah, even me. He lets out a laugh and takes something out of his pocket, a dollar bill. He weighs it in a tip jar and walks out the door. Yes, I notice this town seems to be a creep maggot. Does it have to do with what Ash told me now that I think about it? I better stop thinking about it and focus on working. Worrying about the oddities of this town won't pay my bills. Day soon ends and we close. My employees don't all leave. Some stay to help organize or to bar me. I stand at one of the tables, counting the profit. Next to me, Carrie is serving some desserts to the boys. I'm surprised to hear them all thanking her. They all seem pretty quiet around her. I wonder how she managed to keep them like this. Probably her powers. I was about to ask her when suddenly I hear her bell ring again, which confuses me. I did put the sign indicating that we were closed. Sorry, we're Oh, it's Ash. Barista! I won't take much of your time. Hey, I get from my chair to walk over to him, shaking hands as I agree. I can feel the air glowing heavier behind me. Everyone's turning. When I turn over to my shoulder, I notice how some tense looks. What? Why are you looking at me this way? Let's say I'm acquainted with most of your adorable employees. You mentioned it last night. I see. What brings you here? I'm sorry to tell you that right now we're not serving coffee anymore. I get it. I was actually going to accompany you home to talk about an important topic, if it doesn't bother you. No, just let me grab my things and... Ghostface like, no. Without me, I thought we were going on our date. I wouldn't remember something like that, no. What then? Will you go with the frickin' old man? Since when do you get along so well? Ash, Ghostface here is normal. He just has stabby. Ghostface wraps his arm around my shoulders and looks in Ash's eyes with some annoyance. His act of jealousy is adorable, but also unbearable. Oh, is that jealousy? Don't worry, Stab Boy. We're just friends. I'm in charge of protecting Lion from you. Rude. Don't worry. I'll see you tomorrow, or the moment you appear at my window. I'll see you there. Of course. I take care of finishing off my obligations and taking my things. Everyone else starts to leave, and I close the coffee shop to go with Ash to the apartment. Okay, plot, why is Michael not going? Because Michael is literally in the same apartment complex. We walk through the streets and look around from time to time, making sure Ghostface isn't following us. As we walk a little further, Ash starts talking. Your business is doing very well. I hope the quality of the coffee doesn't fall off. Don't worry about it. Jason's coffee is even better than mine. Who would have thought? When I first met him, he was killing teenagers, and now he's making foam bears and coffee. Well, I'm glad things went this way. Maybe Ghostface is following us. Don't worry. I would know, he totally is. If I'm being honest, they really aren't the problem here. No? 5 serial killers in a single town? And yet, they're not even half of my problems. I'm going to tell you something. A few years ago, I found out that apparently, according to a prophecy, I'm the chosen one to face heck and its evils. Don't ask me if it makes sense. I don't find much of it in that either. The information brought with it a lot of crap. First, I lost everyone in my life, friends, partner, even my family, all because of the damn Necronomicon. And also the fact that Jason is brought to life by that same Necronomicon. That information brought with it a lot of crap. First, I lost everyone in my life. Okay, yeah, we're sorry. Oh, I won't have to explain it. I don't have to explain it. Explain it then. The information brought with it a lot of crap. First, I lost everyone in my life, friends, partner, all because of the damn Necronomicon. I won't have to explain it then. Yes, that damn book. It made me lose my hand. Crap, Ash, that's screwed up. My bad. Stop with that. I don't like being counseled. I nod at him. I never liked pity either. Anyway, the point is that I guarded in the Necronomicon for a few years. But what's to say now it's someone else's hands? I'm Jason's mom. I don't really know whose, but I do know that it's in this town and attaching a lot of heckish energy, causing some evil and crazy things to happen. I would say, check Mrs. Voorhees. Just saying. Wow, I'll question you about it. But earlier today, a weird guy appeared at the cafe. I couldn't see his face. He was dressed very strangely. Yeah, you're starting to get it. This sucks. Is there anything I can help you with? I'm no fighter, but believe me, I don't let myself get intimidated so easily. It seems like Ghostface likes you a lot. I laugh, feeling a little embarrassed and staring a bit. Oh, I stare all the time. No, it would be crazy. They're murderers and insane. And do you think that's a bad idea? No, I'm gonna go. That's why I'm going for the Ghostface route. Personally, I don't recommend it, but love can change someone. I can't guarantee anything. Next week, Jason. Just so I could see what happens. But who knows? Maybe if you make the right decisions, they will stop being monsters. Listen to Ash's words carefully. I'm not saying that I like them, but I guess I don't dislike them either. Feels like this is taking a long time to forge, so I can't guarantee anything. For now, I think I'll just focus on helping Ash and keeping those guys out of trouble. Following close to home from the corner of my street, I managed to see Mr. Torrance at the entrance of the building. He's sitting on the bench in front from a garden smoking a cigar. My landlord, I don't want to talk to him. Ash pulls my arm. He seems tense and turns his back to my apartment. That's your landlord? Yeah, yeah? Are you okay? I'm starting to get worried. I feel like I have seen this face elsewhere, but I don't know where. I can't remember. Well, I can tell you. Hotel. Something bad? Tries remembering, but sighs and denies it. I have a lot of things to worry about right now. Maybe it's nothing. Or accompany you inside, not to make this chat longer. Thanks, I appreciate it. We keep walking towards the building, and we pass in front of Mr. Torrance, who out of courtesy, I decide to say hello. Avoiding the heavy smoke. Good morning, Mr. Torrance. I'm going in with a friend. A few days here, and you made lots of friends. Good to know. Glad you're on the social side. Social type. Have a good night. He greets Ash, who moves his mechanical hand impatiently. You too. I notice a reflexed stare from Jack. The vibe gets very tense in a short time. I walk inside with Ash, and we both leave Jack outside the residence. I decide to let Ash inside my place. I close the door behind me and invite him to sit down. Want something? I brought some beers yesterday. You read my mind. I smile at him and go to the fridge, picking up 2 bottles. I don't have a opener yet, but a knife does the job good enough. A trick with a funny prisoner taught me. Okay, how did we get a knife? Was it homemade ones? I walk over to the couch and hand Ash a bottle. Sit on the other side. I take a sip of my drink, letting the bitter taste fill my mouth, and that the drink relaxing my muscles. I don't want to be nosy. I really have to know. How did you feel living here? Nightmares? Paranoia? The questions catch me a little off guard, and I just chuckle. It's alright. That's how I've been feeling for a few years now. What do you mean? I don't like to talk about it, but Ash doesn't seem like the type to judge, nor someone who can laugh at me or call me a murderer for what I'm going to say. I'm ex-convict. Years ago, I had an incident with my stepfather. He was abusing me. He tried to kill me one day, and I killed him first. That's how I got jail time. Even though it was self-defense, I only got away earlier because they found new information about my case. A policeman supported me because I told him it was self-defense, so he investigated until he got the evidence. All this disoriented my health. All that disoriented my mental health. I'm already being living with constant paranoia and PTSD. Prison only made it worse. I saw a sorrowful expression on Ash's face as he let out a heavy sigh. It's definitely a double. Multiple times. Well, that's screwed up. I'm very sorry you went through all that. If I'm being honest, you're way stronger than you think. Oh, you think so? I've seen people go nuts for less, Ryan. What you went through didn't make you stronger, it sucked. What did make you stronger here was the choices you made, and the fact that you didn't let the world break you. You're better than me, really. I lost my sanity years ago, though I seem calm right now. I lost everyone around me. My way to survive was to go crazy. But not you. Even in a system where us convicts can't do almost any work, you manage to set up a coffee shop. That's more than many can do. Okay, that also wouldn't we have our tire name cleared. So can't we go to the bank? Hey, I'm proud of what you do. I'm glad I found you. You helped me a lot with this fight. I lowered my gaze a little, hiding gushes of tears running down my face. The cookie wiped them away, laughing bitterly. You caught me off guard, oh man, but thanks, I needed that. It's been hard. Frick, yes it was, and I'm glad you're here in one piece. I can't say the same. He lifts his beer with his mechanical hand, adding his joke. I only managed to let out a small laugh. I think this is what I needed. A quiet night with a chat and beer. And that was horror romance. I'm just gonna do Ghostface's route and then do everyone else separately. So, if you like my content, please consider subscribing, liking the video, and commenting down below. And I'll see you guys next time.